Right. And then
Yeah.
All right, we'll get started with opening statements from Curt, followed by questions for players first, and then questions for Curt.
First, excited to be a part of this historic game, first game in the TD Garden for women's basketball and the WNBA. So obviously my connection through the years with the Sun made it extra special that we were involved here with LA back here in, an historic game. An incredible crowd and incredible environment to play in for both teams. Really proud of our team tonight, how hard we played. I thought we really competed at the defensive end. I thought both teams, because of how hard defensively teams played, I didn't think it was a great offensive night for either team, but you got to credit the defenses and the effort from both ways, and really proud of our effort that way. I thought we put ourselves in position to win the game. We didn't close it, but a really, really physical, focused defensive effort by us that is really encouraging as we move forward in this build.
We'll start off with questions for players and Fanity.
Hey, how you doing, ladies? It's Michael Matthew here in Fanity TV. This for either you, Azura, or Dearica. When you guys jump out and you kind of get that 13-2 run to start the fourth, and it looks like, hey, they have a chance to really, continue to push this forward, and then you guys just struggle there at the end. Just how heartbreaking is that, and what did you guys see for it to go from being so successful in the fourth to what ended up eventually happening?
I mean, we know that they're a super physical team, and their defensive pressure is usually what makes teams struggle. And we handled it decently. Obviously, I mean, we had 22 turnovers. We were still in the game, but those 3 turnovers in the last couple minutes really hurt us.
Dearica, Jackie Ray TV, kind of to piggyback off of that, as the leader of this team, when you have this great run and it looks like everything's going your way, how do you kind of rally the troops, especially the younger players, and keep them in the fight during the game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were in it. We had 5 or I'm sure 3.
Yeah.
It felt really composed, and then we took kind of a quick shot on the other end, and that was basically like a turnover for them. They converted on it. But I mean, I think we kept our confidence throughout it. It's just one of those things we fell short.
Katie.
I don't know if I just asked Dearica.
Yeah.
It's been a tumultuous couple of days, pretty emotional few days. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I mean, I'm trying to obviously get past that, but I was looking forward to this game, and my teammates and my coaching staff and our manager have just been super supportive. And as far as basketball, I mean, I got to get back to what I'm capable of and good at, and that's our averages at 4. I'll turn the corner and get back to contributing.
With everything that's going on off the court, how do you maintain your focus on the court?
I mean, this is my job first and foremost, but it's also my safe space. I get to come here and play basketball for a living, so I'm thankful and grateful that this is my career. I mean, basketball's fun, so this was fun tonight.
Do you have any further comment about what's going on?
Any other questions for players? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Infinity, we'll start with you.
Matthew here. When you kind of see the struggles after the break, with some of the games being really close, and then you had the tough loss that you guys had. When you look at just the season going forward, when do you kind of look at it and say, hey, maybe I just want to just try to go through a full rebuild and try to play more of the young players to really see what this team has in the future? Or do you just stay at it and say, hey, we're going to play who's ever ready to go because we're trying to win games at the end of the day?
Yeah, certainly you're trying to win. This what these guys are, here to do. They wouldn't want it any other way. Obviously, we're really excited with the growth of Rikia. Her development since May training camp is remarkable. And, she just, has super high potential and really excited about that. It might have been a career high for her tonight, minutes in 34. And she just kept battling. And again, that's against DeWanna Bonner a lot of the night. One of the best players in the history of this league. So just, really proud. And when we aren't, even our veterans aren't old and are part of this build. Obviously Dearica and Azura are part of this in the future. And so we have two point guards that are really, Odyssey's playing catch up to try to learn our playbook and to learn our philosophical approaches on both sides of the ball. Crystal's been with us now through multiple hardship weeks, and excited about them. But with the exception of Zaya tonight, everyone played double-digit minutes. So the young people are getting minutes, I guess is what I'm saying.
Hey, Coach, Jackie here. I want to piggyback on what we talked about earlier. Lee's out there playing great. I know that her points don't really reflect how great she played tonight, how physical she was. I know you said she really gets down on herself sometimes, but how is she feeling? Does she feel like she kind of accomplished more tonight?
Yeah, and it's matchups at times. Lee physicality with Bree Jones, obviously someone that I'm very familiar with and coached and drafted and know how talented she is. Her matchup on her and matching the physicality and being able to guard her one-on-one was so big for us tonight. Yeah. So, Lee got extended minutes because of that matchup. Some nights it's not as good a matchup, and Azura and Dearica will log the minutes. So, we have a 3-post headed monster without Cam, and tonight, Lee's number got called more, and really proud of how she played and battled with one of the best low post players in our league.
Thanks, Coach.
Curt, just how would you describe Dearica's response to just happening off the court, that also kind of led into on the court to the crowd response in Vegas a couple days ago?
Yeah, I just think Dearica is first and foremost an incredible human. She's handled everything with incredible integrity and grace. Was not an easy environment for her in Vegas with her family there. So we're just super proud, super supportive. She, as she mentioned, she looks at practice, games, this sport as her safe space, and her safe space is around her teammates and coaches that are unbelievably supportive for her. So super proud of Dearica, and will continue to be incredibly supportive. And our franchise from the top down is going to be tremendously supportive of her.
And just another question. What happened in terms of your rejections? I just wonder if you could speak about just kind of what led up to that and the aftermath of it.
Yeah, just going to fight for my players, right? Like, I'm going to always fight for my players, and fiery, and thought some things went the other way tonight. And so they want me to fight for them. They saw me fight for them. And so it was great. We're really excited. They appreciate it. And I appreciate how hard they fought all night.
Last question, Ray.
Hey, Coach, Ray Morali from the Sporting Tribune. This defense that you had today was very physical, very bruising. Is this the template that you're trying to build here in LA? Basically, just like your Connecticut teams in the past.
Sure. I mean, we didn't want to get bullied tonight, right? We didn't want to back down in Connecticut. Obviously, a coach for those starters is one of the most physical teams in the league, and we matched it. And I thought we at times were the more physical team, and so was really proud of them. And that's you see that, and you saw it the other night when Atlanta had success with them. Atlanta was tremendously physical with them, and I thought we accomplished a lot of our defensive goals and defensive game plan, and we put ourselves in position to win. Now we've got to go close some games. Not always easy with a young team, not always easy. When you have some moving parts in the adversity that we're dealing with injuries, but super proud. They got to keep putting themselves in position to try to steal these road wins.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Curt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.